Hello students, Introduction to Functions of Management Lesson 2. In today's class, we discuss types of managers. We also study about scientific management, meaning, definition, objectives and criticism. We also study Fayol's 14 principles of management. Now, let us discuss about managers, types of managers. Managers are the organizational members having the important responsibility of carrying out the management process. In traditional organization, based on the organizational responsibility, hierarchical level, functional area, projects and tasks, self and team responsibilities, we can classify them or different types of basis on which we can classify the managers. Hierarchy distinctions. We have first level managers, second level managers. Managers are usually classified based on their position in the organization. In high involvement organization, management process is carried out at lowest level through self-management and self-managing work teams. The lowest level of managers are considered as first level managers. They are usually engaged in managing the organization technical core. They alone control the non-managerial organization members. These managers are also called as unit managers or department managers. The managers who manage the first level managers are called second level managers. Second level managers are the managers who control and regulate the first level managers. Functional area. The managers are classified on the basis of specialized activity. Under this category, functional managers will be available. Functional managers are those managers who are responsible for the functions of the organization such as production, marketing, finance, accounting, human resources, etc. Line and staff distinctions. Line managers. Line managers process the direct responsibility of producing goods and services of the organization. The line managers are vested with substantial command or authority so that they can assist the subordinates in what to do, how to do, when to do of various activities. Staff managers are the managers who support the line managers, do not involve directly in the production of goods and services. They don't have the command or authority but make use of the personal skills and knowledge for influencing the subordinates. Product, process and geographical area managers. Along with functions, organizations also divide their work and responsibilities. Divisions within the organization, product divisions, geographical territories. The managers managing these divisions are considered as product, territory and process managers respectively. Task and project managers. Organizations mostly determine special projects which must be completed. The individuals who are held responsible for completing a specific task or project are known as task managers. Task managers prepare a plan which assists in completing the project. They develop a project team, organize its routine activities, and wind up the project after it is completed. Self-managers, on the basis of changes taking place in high involvement organization, managers are classified as self-managers or team managers. Self-managers are the individuals who organize themselves and perform their own work by spending considerable time in problem solving, decision making, planning, controlling their own work activity. Team managers consider facilitating group activity, own responsibility in and related to the performance of both teams' technical and managerial activities. They will be coordinating and they will be facilitating the members and they see that the task is completed. Scientific management, meaning, definition, objectives. Scientific management can be defined as the art of knowing exactly what is to be done and the best way of doing it. The main focus of scientific management was on activities like planning, standardizing, improving employees' work at operational level of the organization to produce maximum output with minimum input. According to the definition of scientific management, mm, it is the kind of management which conducts a business um, or affairs by standards established by facts, truths uh, gained through systematic observation, experimentation, or reasoning. Taylor initiated the scientific management in industry in four spheres: standardization, time and task study, systematic selection and training, pay incentives. Scientific management is the outcome of using scientific knowledge, scientific methods in different aspects of management to solve management related problems. Taylor is the first person who applied scientific method to solve the management problems. Taylor is known as the father of scientific management. Coming to the objectives of scientific management, substituting the old rule of thumb method, old methods are techniques of working with the advanced techniques of science so that the quality and productivity of goods increase. Making provision for scientific selection, training, and development of employees instead of providing freedom to select their own work or task, and uh, have self training, increasing the cooperation between the employees and the management so as to assure that the work being performed as per the scientific method and procedure, dividing the work equally among the workers and management so that the suitable work is given to the correct group instead of burdening the workers with major responsibilities. Coming to the features of scientific management, separation of planning and doing. Taylor emphasizes the separation of planning aspect from actual doing of the work. He said planning should be left to the supervisor and the worker should be emphasis only on operational work. Functional foremanship. Taylor evolved the concept of functional foremanship based on specialization of functions, planning work adequately, besides keeping supervision on workers. Uh, in the system, 8 persons are involved to direct the activities of workers. 4 persons are concerned with planning. Route clerk, instruction card clerk, time and cost clerk, disciplinarian. The remaining 4 persons are concerned with doing the aspect of work like speed boss, inspector, maintenance foreman, gang boss. All of them give directions to workers on different aspects of work. Job analysis. Job analysis is undertaken to find out the one best way of doing the things. The best way of doing a job is one which requires the least movements, consequently less time and cost. The best way of doing the thing can be determined by taking up time motion fatigue studies. Standardization. Standardization should be maintained in respect of instruments, tools, period of work, amount of work, working conditions, cost of production, etc. Scientific selection and training of workers. Taylor has suggested that workers should be selected on scientific basis, taking into account their education, work experience, aptitude, physical strength. Apart from selection, proper emphasis should be given on the training of workers, which makes them more efficient and effective. Financial incentives. According to Taylor, wages should be based on individual performance and not on the position which he occupies. A worker who completes the normal work gets wage at higher rate per piece and one who does not complete gets a lower rate. Economy. Taylor suggests adequate consideration to be given to the economy and profit. The economy and profit can be achieved by making the resources more productive as well as by eliminating the wastage. Mutual cooperation between management and workers can be achieved when there is a mental change in both parties from conflict to cooperation. Now let us discuss about the principles of scientific management. We have 5 principles: replacing rule of thumb with science, harmony, cooperation, maximum output, development of workers. Replacing rule of thumb. Use of scientific method denotes precision in determining any aspect of work. Rule of thumb emphasizes estimation, verification of various aspects of work life, fair work, standardization in work, differential piece rate for payment, etc. These are all the basics of scientific management. Harmony in group action. Group harmony suggests that there should be mutual give and take situation, proper understanding, so that group as a whole contributes to the maximum. Cooperation. Scientific management involves achieving cooperation rather than chaotic individualism. Cooperation between management and workers can be developed through mutual understanding and a change in thinking. Maximum output. Scientific management involves continuous increase in production and productivity instead of restricted production, either by management or by workers. Taylor was against inefficiency and deliberate curtailment of production. Development of workers. Development of workers to the fullest extent possible for their own and for the cooperative highest prosperity is essential. Training should be provided to workers to keep them fully fit according to the requirement of new methods of working. Benefits of scientific management. Scientific management has found to be very advantageous to the organization. Various benefits of scientific management. It enhanced working methods, brought increased productivity. It provides a base for work study and other methods. It brought a significant change in the physical working conditions of the employees. It replaced the wide acceptable traditional rule of thumb approach. It brought many improvements in plant design, working methods, and other related aspects. It laid down a rational approach for measuring the processes and tasks with considerable accuracy. It directed the top management and employees to consider the leadership concept in a positive sense. A new system was introduced for appropriate control over the work. Coming to the limitations, the principles of scientific management are mainly concerned with operation level problems. Human desire for job satisfaction is neglected. This theory is often related to engineering rather than management. Theory assumes that people are rational and want to fulfill their material gains. It emphasizes on economic and physical needs of the people rather than on social needs. Criticism of scientific management. Scientific management is an innovation. There were so many criticisms has been raised up against it. It has been criticized by the workers, employees, industrial psychologists. Main criticism of scientific management theory can be summarized by the following points. First point focuses on the mental stress on the workers. Scientific management theory forces the workers to work at a greater speed without concentrating on health and safety. This creates mental stress as well as physical stress on the workers. Workers' ideas are not considered. Workers cannot take initiatives and suggest better ideas or methods of work. They are treated as machines. They do not have the right to participate in decision making. They just need to follow the instructions of their superiors. Monotony. According to scientific management theory, workers are not allowed to participate in planning. They should always perform the work assigned to them, which makes the work monotonous and boring. Exploitation of workers. As workers are forced to work at high speed, productivity increases. As a result of this, profits of organization also increase. However, increased profits are taken by investors. Only small amount of benefits are given to the workers in the form of increased wage or bonus. Discrimination between workers. Under scientific management theory, wage and incentive scheme are suggested by Taylor, due to which efficient workers get more wages than inefficient workers, which creates discrimination feeling among the workers. Undemocratic. Functional managers have full control over the workers. They need to follow the instructions of managers without considering their thoughts, which are undemocratic in nature. Expensive. Introduction of scientific management theory in an organization is highly expensive. Standardization of method, equipment, tools, etc. Mechanical in nature. Industrial psychologists criticize scientific management theory as it is mechanical in nature because workers work according to the instructions of managers. As a result of this, skills and knowledge of workers for a particular task or work will not be utilized properly. Workers may start feeling that their position is getting reduced due to the increased usage of machines. Now let us study about the Fayol's 14 principles of management. French industrialist Henry Fayol was known as the father of modern management. Fayol has given 14 principles of management. They are division of work, authority, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, subordination of individual to general interest, remuneration of personnel, centralization, scalar chain, order, equity, stability, initiative, esprit de corps. First point, division of work. Fayol has advocated division of work to take the advantage of specialization. The workers always work on the same part. The manager concerned always with the same matters acquire an ability, sureness and accuracy which increase their output. Thus, division of work can be applied at all levels of the organization. Authority and responsibility. Fayol finds authority as a continuation of official and personal factors. Official authority is derived from the manager's position, and personal authority is derived from personal qualities such as intelligence, experience, moral worth, past services. Responsibility arises out of assignment of authority. Discipline. Discipline is obedience, energy, behavior, outward mark of respect shown by employees. Discipline is of two types, self-imposed or command discipline. Unity of command. It means that a person should get orders and instructions from only one superior. Fayol has considered unity of command is an important aspect in managing the organization. If unity of command is violated, authority would be undermined, discipline would be in danger, order gets disturbed, and stability will get threatened. Unity of direction. According to this principle, each group of activities with the same objectives must have one head and one plan. Unity of direction is concerned with the functioning of the organization in respect of its grouping of activities or planning. Unity of direction provides better coordination among various activities to be undertaken by the organization. Subordination of individual to general interest. Individual interest must be subordinate to general interest. When there is conflict between the two, the agreement between the employers and the employees should be fair and there should be constant vigilance and supervision. Remuneration of personnel. Remuneration and methods of payment should be fair and reach the maximum possible satisfaction to the employees and employer. Reward for the work done should be as far as possible be given satisfaction to both the employees and the employer. Various systems of payment of wages are to be considered of universal applicability and none of them can be offered as perfect, says Henry Fayol. The importance of non-financial incentives is also stressed by him, which is now accepted as a matter of vital concern to the management. Centralization. Fayol refers to the extent to which authority is concentrated. Management should centralize the authority to the extent that neither there should be too much concentration of power nor it is divided too much. Management should see that maximum results are realized from all faculties of the personnel. Individual circumstances will determine the degree that will give the best overall yield. Scalar chain. Scalar chain suggests that each communication going up or coming down must follow each position in the line of authority. It can be short circuited only in special circumstances when its rigid following would be harmful to the organization. For this purpose, Fayol has suggested gangplank, which is used to prevent the scalar chain from obstruction. Here, A is the top man having immediate subordinate B and L. In turn, B and L are having immediate subordinates C and M. This continues to the level G and Q. The communication flow from A to B to C to D and to E and so on while coming from top to bottom. Similarly, it must flow from G to F to E to D to C to B and to A while going up. It means if any communication is going from F to P, it will flow from F to A via E, D, C and B and coming down to P via L, M, N and O. Fayol suggests that the scalar chain system takes time and therefore can be substituted by gangplank without weakening the chain of command in order to maintain authority. It is desirable that the superiors of F and P authorize them to deal directly provided each informs his superiors of any action taken. Fayol suggests that this system allows F and P to deal in a few hours. Order. This refers to the arrangement of things and people. In material order, there should be a place for everything and everything should be in its place. In social order, there should be the right man at the right place. Equity. Equity is the combination of justice and kindness. Equity in treatment and behavior is liked by everyone and it brings loyalty in the organization. Equity application requires good sense, experience, and good nature for soliciting loyalty and devotion from subordinates. Equity ensures cordial relationship between the management and the laborers. Smooth and successful working of an enterprise depends on healthy industrial relation which is built on enduring basis of justice and fair play. Equity does not exclude either forcefulness or inflexibility. Stability of tenure. Stability of tenure is reasonable security of jobs. Stability of tenure is essential to get an employee accustomed to new work and succeeding in doing it well. Unnecessary turnover is both cause and effect of bad management. Frequent changes should be avoided. He considered that it is much better to have one manager of mediocre quality than a sequence of able managers moving rapidly in and out of the function. Initiative. Managers should encourage their employees for taking initiative within the limits of authority and discipline. Initiative increases zeal and energy on the part of human beings. Fayol describes initiative as one of the keenest satisfactions for an intelligent man to experience. Management should encourage every employee in his field of duties to turn out better work with his maximum versatility. Employees should be welcome to make suggestions which should receive proper consideration by the management in formulation of objectives and plans. Esprit de corps. Esprit de corps denotes union in strength, extension of unity of command for establishing teamwork. Esprit de corps means spirit of loyalty and devotion which unites the members of a group. It means regard for the honor of the group to which one belongs. Fayol called harmonious relationship among the personnel of the concern. Harmony among the personnel is a source of strength. Strength, stability, importance, and reputation depend on the harmonious relations subsisting among the personnel. Need of principles of management, limitations of principles of management. Need of principles of management helps in increasing the managerial efficiency. Principles of management help the manager to take correct decisions, actions in various circumstances. Helps in understanding nature of management. Principles of management provide complete knowledge to a manager with the help of which he analyzes his duties, responsibilities very effectively. Helps to train managers. Principles of management is essential and it is required as a training technique for an organization. According to Henry Fayol, principles of management are necessary to train and educate the future managers. Helps to improve research in management. The principles of management help the organization to develop innovative ideas and techniques through which organization can set its targets and visions. Helps to make better coordination. Principles of management not only help in making use of available resources but also help in developing better coordination between material and human resources. Helps to attain social objectives. The principles of management play a significant role in the development of the society. Management principles enable the managers to use the scarce resources to the best possible way for accomplishing the social goals. Limitations of principles of management. Principles of management are not accepted all over the world. Some principles of Fayol conflicts with each other, such as principle of specialization, conflicts principle of unity of command. Classical theories ignore important aspects of organizational behavior and does not solve the problems of leadership, motivation, power, or informal relationships. The main objective of classical theory is to increase productivity, so it does not consider the impact of internal and external environmental forces affecting the organization. Now let us compare Taylor's and Fayol's theory based on certain aspects. First, let us focus on the personality. Taylor was a great scientist. He is popularly known as the father of scientific management. Fayol was a practitioner and is popularly known as father of modern management. Aim. The main aim of Taylor's theory was to increase productivity. The main aim of Fayol's theory was to develop a complete process of administration by practicing the management principles. Concentration. Taylor basically emphasized on the technical aspects. Fayol basically emphasized on the administrative aspects. Theory. Taylor propounded his theory on the principle of scientific management with the help of experimentation and observation. Fayol propounded his theory of modern management with the help of his personal experience. Method. Taylor's theory uses scientific methods and techniques. Fayol's theory make use of personal experiences in the form of universal principles of management. Advantage. Taylor's theory helps in simplifying the working pattern, which further increased the productivity. Fayol's theory focuses on certain principles to improve the administrative system. Criticism. Taylor's theory is being criticized with respect to regarded as an depersonalized work, unpsychological. Fayol's theory can be criticized on empirical evidence and neglects the human factor. Principles. Taylor gives only few principles. Fayol gives 14 principles of management. Thank you.